What you were looking at there was my iPhone 6 Plus inside of a makeshift. Well, you order it, it comes off of Amazon or wherever you want to order it. It's called Google Cardboard. You didn't see the effects there, but if I put it on like this, it's cell phones here, vision's out here. I'll get into explaining how that works, but first I want to tell you about my Lumiere quote. I'm going to show you a little clip about, it's called Rival of a Train, came out 1896. People in theaters weren't used to cinema yet, and they thought the train was going to come through the theater screen at them. They jumped and all that. I would like to show that to you real quick, so let's show that real fast. Okay, that was the Arrival of a Train video you just saw. What I'm going to show you next is just an example of kind of what you'd be seeing on the screen here, and a more professional VR headset is what I'm going to get into here in a moment as well. So let's go to the example. What you see here is something similar to what you'd see in a VR headset. You have two slightly off-kilter images being projected to each eye. The other eye can't see the other image that the other eye is seeing, and when the two images are merged together in your brain, it creates the illusion of depth. Okay, now that we kind of know what VR is, VR is what I think is going to be the next big thing in the digital media realm. It's never stayed before because we haven't had the computing power to process images that are attractive enough to the human eye to really get into it, but I think the technology is here, and there is a big wave of VR coming, whether you know it or not, and that's what I'm going to get into now. So let's start the presentation. The Oculus Rift. Its first product launched with a Kickstarter campaign of $2.4 million. Initially, the Oculus Rift was set to release in 2015. Meanwhile, development kits have been released in 2012 with Development Kit 1 and 2014 with Development Kit 2. In the early days, Oculus Rift was meant more for gaming. It caught the interest with John Carmack, co-founder of id Software, which makes the Doom video game series. At the Electronic Entertainment Expo 2012, the Oculus Rift was shown running Doom 3. Facebook bought the Oculus Rift for about $2 billion in 2014. Facebook still hasn't given any specific plans yet. Zuckerberg has mentioned a want for many non-gaming applications to come about, such as, quote, "Imagine enjoying a courtside seat at a game, studying in a classroom of students and teachers all over the world, or consulting with a doctor face-to-face, just by putting on goggles in your home," end quote. According to the website Oculus.com, Oculus will, quote, "revolutionize the way people experience interactive content," end quote. The Oculus Rift will connect to a computer, and the consumer version is to be announced. Google Cardboard. It is basically a folded cardboard box that holds your smartphone. It allows you to use stereoscopic capable software on your phone. David Koz and Damian Henry created Cardboard. It was announced at Google I/O 2014. Sony Project Morpheus. It will only work with the PlayStation 4 and Vita. It was first announced at Game Developers Conference GDC 2014. A prototype was shown at GDC 15. It is expected to be released in the first half of 2016. Sony has announced it wants its PlayStation brand to encompass more. The PlayStation Network has been overhauled a bit. It will now encompass Video Unlimited and Music Unlimited. Project Morpheus could very well be utilized across different regions of the PlayStation Network. The Avigant Glyph. It isn't specifically a VR headset, but can be. It can be hooked up to a mobile device, computer, video game console, and used to play VR games. It can be a portable home theater system with stereoscopic 3D capabilities. Initial funding came from Kickstarter. A beta is to be released in fall 2015. It was recently demonstrated at South by Southwest 2015. Microsoft HoloLens. It was formed from the beginnings of the Kinect for Xbox in 2007, but wasn't in development until 2010. It was then later announced in 2015. It will run as a Windows 10 computer and is expected to be released in the Windows 10 timeframe. A few demo apps have been displayed, such as Holo Studio, a 3D modeling app for 3D printers, Holo Builder, which was inspired by Minecraft, and OnSite, which was developed with NASA. It takes data from the Curiosity rover and creates a simulated 3D environment. At GDC 2015, Xbox boss Phil Spencer said games will be sent to the headset using Xbox One. Nothing specific on games is known, but Spencer says there is strong first-party backing behind it currently. Razer OS VR, which is open source virtual reality. A development kit is expected to ship in June 2015. The OS VR aims to be more accessible with its pricing. It will mostly be focused on gaming. Razer as a brand is known making primarily video game accessories and peripherals. The Carl Zeiss VR1. Basically a fancier version of Google Cardboard, it works with average size smartphones. The VR1 acts as a tray for your phone. It focuses on being a convenient way to use VR apps on your smartphone. There's no tray for the iPhone 6 Plus yet. It's allowed that one download the CAD file and 3D print your own tray. Apps can be found at the Google Play and Apple App Store, just like other headsets for smartphone use. Just download a VR app, launch, and stick it in the VR1 headset. The Arcos VR headset. It uses smartphones as a VR headset. Just slide in your smartphone. The Arcos player is capable of playing 2D movies in wide-angle cinematic form and stereoscopic 3D. It uses a gyroscope and accelerometer for head tracking. There are a handful of things to try on Google Play. Same concept as Google Cardboard. It was announced in October 2014 and is expected to hit retail in autumn 2015. Samsung Gear VR. It only works with the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 and is available now. It is powered by the Note 4 with Oculus software. Just slide your phone into the headset. Only a small handful of apps are available, but they are free. An Engadget review says it's more like a tech demo at this point. Using the Note 4 with the headset, you have the ability to watch movies in a cinematic experience as if you were the only one in the theater, among other exotic watching experience choices such as an aquarium or the moon. HTC Vive. It is made by smartphone manufacturer HTC and is powered by Steam VR. Steam is a product of Valve. Valve is a pretty big name in the gaming industry with Half-Life and Portal. The developer edition is expected to be available in spring 2015, while the consumer edition is expected to be available at holiday 2015. It will connect to a computer. A unique feature of this headset is that it uses laser position sensors to tell where you are in a room. This only works in a 15 by 15 feet space. Be careful of the cables.